Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of CTS Biz Talk. The other day, I was reading this interesting article that AWS, or Amazon Web Services, is starting to see an interesting trend. It's that customers are starting to reduce the reliance on cloud services and reverting back to on-premise servers. I tried to check it out and see if other providers like Microsoft or Google are willing to share that, if they're seeing the same kind of trend, and Amazon's the only one so far who's been documented that. As of today, the global players in the market there's basically three of them. It's Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, and each of them own about a third of the market. For several years, I've always preached to our clients and potential clients that the cloud isn't for everyone. Almost all of our clients have some kind of cloud-based service, whether it be Microsoft 365 for email, or maybe they actually still have an email server on-premise where they're doing spam filters from the outside. But everyone's got something. So I'm not referring to the people that are in that hybrid mode. I'm referring to people that are trying to go 100% cloud-based. What I mean by that is everything, servers, infrastructure, everything that they have, solutions, are either cloud-based that they manage or own on their own, or it's a SaaS solution. We actually have about 10% of our client base is 100% infrastructure in the cloud. Of the marketing materials that Amazon and Microsoft and Google and the other cloud providers have always pushed out, they've always promised cost savings, less management efforts, higher uptime, and more advanced cybersecurity. While some of those items still are actually true, they haven't been 100% accurate in all cases. What I've heard from clients and potential clients out there and people I meet at different marketing and technical events is sometimes they see unexpected super high bills. There's outages, which we've all experienced, some cases hours on end, and there have been data breaches, even though it's in the cloud. So I want to share some of the top reasons that we've seen businesses request or ask us, hey, does moving back to on-premise make sense for their systems and their organizations? So the first and easiest one is high and unexpected costs. Hosting business systems in the cloud can absolutely get costly. What I mean by that is if you've got databases or things that are high data-driven systems that chew up high CPU, so processing or memory, those can absolutely get costly. There are ways to mitigate those costs, but in reality, you're at the at essentially of the provider. So as the more processing you use and the more memory you're using and space, they're going to be jacking up that price and those bills. And honestly, from what we've been seeing, the pricing on new business class servers have significantly come down. We're seeing brand new HP servers starting at around $3,000. And when a server will only cost you $3,500 or $4,000 or $5,000, and you can have that thing last for 4 to 5 years, then it does make financial sense to bring some of that stuff back in-house. The second thing is that people are realizing that just because things are in the cloud and accessible everywhere does not mean that their data is easy to be used or accessed. It also means that sometimes their data is not 100% secure because it's in the cloud. So no matter what vendor or partner you use, Microsoft, QuickBooks Online, HubSpot, they make it very clear in their terms of service. We'll back up your data for a short period of time. Most of them are about 30 days. But after that, you're responsible for the data backup if you need something farther than that. The third piece I touched on briefly is accessing your data from the cloud. And sometimes that can be extremely cumbersome over an on-premise server. So we actually have a current client that before we took them over, they moved a lot of the data that they had to SharePoint and OneDrive. And while it's very interesting to have it up there, unfortunately, what they've learned is that accessing it and managing it and making changes and editing files, especially when they're larger files, is not the easiest in the world. Even if you introduce OneDrive that acts as like a map drive to the SharePoint library or site, sometimes it's a little bit more cumbersome than having it on site. So again, as we always preach, the hybrid model is probably best for the vast majority of organizations and businesses out there, and it's not a one-stop shop or easy solution for everyone. So if you're currently evaluating moving your data or systems to a cloud provider, or contemplating bringing stuff back on premise, or even looking at a private cloud solution, which is something that we offer several of our clients, please reach out. We'd love to assist you with that business decision, and hopefully we can make that with you. So if you enjoyed this video and got anything out of it, please like and subscribe and share out. We appreciate it. Have a great day, y'all.